Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. I slept really good last night in bed. Once I finally, could fall asleep, then I just was in comatose. Oh boy. Yeah, so I did learn something really valuable last night. Remember I mentioned the microphones being off? Yep, I lost our entire walk until I realized they were off. So good thing I saw it when I did. Otherwise I wouldn't have had anything last night. Because I didn't edit until pretty late. I just was ready to go to bed, so. Get these guys out for a walk. I'm going to leave them, I think, today with Terry. I'll get them when I come home from... I gotta see Brian, drop off the gimbal, show him how to set the camera up on it, and then go see my mom, so. Other than that, stop, just double check my air pressures. I don't know if I only went like 45 miles. I don't know if I'm going to waste time filling up on gas, because I'll have plenty. Sure, there's an Exxon station out that way if I absolutely needed to fill up. Brought the handle along. Unfortunately, I took the quick release plate off last night to charge the ShiftCam because it was about halfway down. I had used it a little bit, so I don't have my quick release plate, so I can't hook up to the handle, which is what it is. Like I said, I filmed like this forever, so until recently. Trying to talk, he runs in front of me, wraps me up, and then trips me down. And this one here's still running from me because I'm getting frustrated. Trying something a little different, not show you the sky first clip, but we had thunderstorms overnight that I slept through. So apparently rainy day is what we're supposed to have. So another good reason to let gyms just stay at home. That they don't need to be sitting in the car. They can just chill at home, relax. If the weather changes, I can always, when I come home, I can always get them and we can go do something. Maybe I'll do something on my own for once. Honestly, I have just no ideas of even what to do today. I know I need to pack. I know I need to get all that stuff done. I'm still on the fence whether or not I should take the GoPro bag and the Oakley bag, pack all my clothes and stuff in the GoPro bag and all the computer, electronic stuff in my other one, because I'm going to need something to take with me to commute, to class. At least I feel like I do. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's my best bet. Because I'm pretty sure you'll have to take a carry-on, which would be the Oakley, and my backpack can go into the seat. As much as I'd like to condense it down to one, I don't want to be traveling with all my clothes and stuff to class every day, and I don't know how big the lockers are. And that's something I need to do too, is try to get the car mount set back up, at least to get me there, because I kind of just want to do one of my cut time lapses. Just don't know my best direction to go. I should check on my Easy Pass too. Yeah, so there is things I have to do. I've been watching a video on another YouTuber who met someone who actually built the Wraith Interceptor Turbo from the movie The Wraith with Charlie Sheen. Beautiful looking car. If you've never seen it, it was the PPG Indy car back in the 80s, which I didn't really realize when I watched the movie. Later on I found out that it was that. And Dodge only brought 2 cars and would only let a Dodge employee drive the literal cars. The movie set actually took the molds and built 5 dummy cars for destruction. They could not touch the initial cars because they were a concept car. Beautiful car. They're too big bunny. They're on hunt. Alright, leave him alone. Leave him alone. So yesterday I mentioned about changing over the mount, and I did that. So it's just a single. The reason I have to, I mean, it's got a cold shoe on the ShiftCam, but it faces the wrong direction for my wire to be on this side. So put that little one that I found, it's holding in there really nice. In fact, it may have came with this, or it might have come with the DigiPower stuff. But it's working pretty good so far. Hasn't tried to slide out. And I could actually put something on the screw head there to maybe give it a little bit of traction if it were to start to, but so far so good. I'm going to condense the unit down just a little bit for me for travel and trips and stuff. Oh, man, I'm having a hell of a time. I think it's the humidity. My lungs are just burning. Normally I haven't eaten this morning, so normally, like, if I eat and then walk up a hill, I get that really bad. I haven't had anything. I had a cup of coffee. I might have finished that. I don't even know if I did or not, but it's painful. So last night the check came for the Note 20 trade-in from Xfinity. Put it in my pocket with the razor. Figured that way I know where it's at. Got home, I'm walking around, and I reached my pocket. I was like, where the hell is that check? I start walking upstairs thinking maybe I took it out of my pocket and didn't remember doing it. I'd be sitting it on the step. I'm sitting there going, okay, that's really weird. Put it in my pocket again, made a cup of coffee, walked through the kitchen, and it's laying on the floor. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't put my hand in that pocket. I reach in my pocket with, the razor's been in that pocket consistently. It's always in my right front pocket. Huge hole in my pocket. I was wondering why I could feel the cold of the razor on my leg. Because there's a huge hole and the razor's just big enough it can't fall through. But that check fell through twice. I'm like, oh. So I stuck it in my bag. That's another thing I got to do today is deposit that. So, yeah. So that trade-in is done. The case, Amazon decided to give me a gift card on Amazon for. Great. So I was looking at the DJIs this morning. They wouldn't be here till Tuesday. So I was like, I shouldn't do this, but I could do it. And then I'm going to want to keep them. So it's just not a good idea. I'm not going to want to use them for the trip and then send them back. Not really happy with them. Although, like I said last weekend, the roads got way wetter in that rain that we were in and survived than the DJIs got at Shamokin Reservoir, and it destroyed them. So I think the road's my better option anyway. Alright, well, unfortunately my plans to go see my mom today were canceled. Not happy about that. The dogs and I are heading over to Brian's, give him his gimbal back and show him how to set it up with his camera. Hopefully he has those 2 other pieces I need to lock everything down. And then just gotta go to the bank. Gotta go to the banks actually, get some things done financially there, and then air pressure check. If it's not raining, maybe a puppy park. Just don't know which one. Don't want to do anything super extravagant today because I don't want to be up all hours of the night editing. Want to get a good night's sleep because I'm gonna have to be up super freaking early tomorrow. But alright, so that's the game plan. I don't have the car thing set up yet. I'm gonna have to, I want to clean the car out completely, everything out of it. I don't want anything sitting in it when it's sitting at the airport. I want it to be cleaned out and looking fresh. Yeah. So it's gonna be kind of a busy day. I'll try to keep you along with me as I go. Alrighty, we are at Southside Park. They need you to get out and go potty, so we'll give them a good walk here. I'll give them a good walk here because I am all alone. Proof. I'm counting you guys. You guys are with me here. Oh boy. Alright, so Brian's got his gimbal, but I forgot the legs for it. Get back to handle view, put the quick release plate on, and brought the handle along. Almost forgot the camera in the car because I was trying to get it set up, get them out, because I knew Mateo was kind of getting a little like, hey, I gotta go pee, Dad. So, wow, a lot of tree limbs down here. Tree limbs down over there, tree limbs down all over here. It must have been a vicious thunderstorm last night that I missed. And we're gonna walk up to the other parking lot. because underneath the crabapple tree, all the mulch is just washed across the parking lot from the rain. Wow, a lot of debris down. A lot of stuff down here. Squirrel, leave him alone. Good girl. You leave Squirrel alone. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Squirrel. Or Mrs. Can't tell. Scrawny little thing. Yeah, definitely some storm damage. Dude, this is not how this works. More damage here. More tree limbs down over here. Boy, I think over time the grove is going to probably end up getting slowly reduced. Got a stump over there. Got one back in the woods there. Yep. That's what I was talking about. There's a crabapple tree. And the mulch just literally run right out of it. That's crazy. Quite a thick wash you got going right there. Wow. Yeah, definitely some storm damage. Okay, on with our walk. Sorry, Mateo, did you feel like you needed to water the tree? Okay. You watered it. Let's go. Come on, Prim. Come on, puppy. Just wanted to show the storm damage. Not much damage along here, though. No flooding. A puddle here, which is kind of one of the normal things. Other than that, still pretty back here, especially with the leaves. You should trim that one, though. It's kind of in the way. This one up here. Something that I just remembered, too, I was watching another video. Okay, so everybody knows about the whole USB-C for the iPhone because of the EU passing a new law. Apparently, they're working on another law that is going to make it mandatory that cell phone companies or cell phone manufacturers make batteries replaceable by the owner. So, like, I wouldn't have to take my iPhone to a special dealer to have a battery replaced. I would be able to do it myself. Don't get me wrong. Samsung had the Active series with removable battery and it was still waterproof. So it's not like they can do that. I'm sure it'll be just a simpler way that it plugs in. I think Apple's not going to conform to that one. That one is out quite a few years. But I found that one kind of like, really? I mean, for me, replacing my battery, I don't keep a phone long enough for that. Surprisingly. I mean, my battery is already, I think, at 96 or 98% of its battery life over just the first year. Or not even half, well, yeah. This phone was actually, I was going back through old videos, September 16th, this phone arrived. And my phone has already lost like either 2 or 4% of its max capacity. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, as much as it gets used as primarily a camera. So I just don't know what more these companies are going to be able to do here in the next couple of years to make these cameras any better. I mean, granted, I feel like the iPhone's got the best thing going for it, for me, out in the world. The Google Pixel's very close. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that ends up becoming a thing here in the next 4 years. This is a bad omen, but this is the second pair of shoes in this week that the sole is starting to come off. One of the little rubber things coming off the shocks. I'm like, why is my foot making so much noise? I look down and it's like peeling back. Hear it? Once in a while I don't raise my foot high enough on this uneven path and it scrapes. Great. And I was taking these with me. And apparently I did not know this, but Nike actually discontinued the shocks. Don't know when. But they're supposed to be set to bring them back here in later in the fall, I think. They look pretty aggressive from what the pictures I've seen. I don't want an all-white pair, though. I actually had a custom pair back when I was doing Stockman at Walmart. Pushing carts, I actually had, I think, my name on them, black and yellow, because we needed to be bright, so I figured my shoes should be bright, too. It was black and neon yellow, I remember them. And then, in fact, that's what I broke my ankle wearing, was a pair of Nike shocks. So, yeah, I'm a little hesitant putting them on, but I don't plan on throwing any baseballs. Some of the adventures we take, a little hairy. That's one of my biggest concerns, is being out in the woods and taking a wrong step and re-injuring myself. But try not to overthink it. You know, it was a crazy night that happened, and Oh, here we are, walking miles and miles and miles on end, dragging a basset hound down the pathway because she doesn't want to walk. She thinks sniffing is more important than anything else in the world. Note to self, clear case is not the best idea for this. Keep slipping out of the ShiftCam. Wouldn't be a trip over here if I didn't do a pan of this beautiful area. Wide open. At least you can see the mountain today. And if you couldn't, it would be due to fog, not due to smoke. That's one thing these rainstorms have really taken care of, though, is time we get one rolling through, the smoke goes out from it. But and it comes back. I know I was looking, Wisconsin was under even an advisory the other day when I set my weather up for them. Because I like to kind of get an idea of what I'm flying into. Should add Charlotte to it too, just to see what it's going to be like when I get there. A little muggy out this morning, I'm not going to lie. Muggy, humid, whatever you want to call it. I know it's crazy, you listen to different people in different areas and they have different terminologies for, you know, all different things. So. Say about not throwing softballs? Yeah, well, I just had to throw over a dozen of them back into the field for them. Didn't have to, but I did. And see, this one here is running around like a mad chick, thinking we're playing. Boy, that was exercise. We had like over a dozen home runs out of the park. And yeah, this case is getting put away after the day. It's just lost its job. I went to pull it out of my pocket and it completely ripped everything apart. And the goddamn Android. I will be on a bigger plane than that. Don't know how much bigger. The initial one out of Allentown. But out of Charlotte, I know I'm on an Airbus 320, which scares the living crap out of me considering how many of those airplane disaster videos I've watched. And I think primarily they were Airbus 320s. I think they've fixed the hatch problem. There was a cargo hatch that, for whatever reason, if you didn't do things in the right sequence, it wouldn't latch properly. Yeah, and once they got it pressurized, it blew open and took the plane down. I think they survived that one. I forget where that one ended up landing into, but I mean the plane was destroyed in the end. But there's some injuries, but I think everybody's lived. I think. All right, everybody back in the car. I'm very tired after 2 miles in very humid weather. Gave him a drink. Still have a puppy bowl in the car, thank goodness. And I have a whole gallon of spring water, which we all shared from. All right, so here's my plan here going forward. I'm going to stop at Kohl's, look at shoes. Looking for, because I know I was in there the other day and they have the Skechers slip-ons. I think some other places might be carrying the ones that you don't even have to you can step into. I don't know what they run, but I just want to hit Kohl's, Super Shoe, and then I believe it's the shoe department by Target. See what my best options are. That way I'll know what Kohl's has to offer, I'll know what Super Shoe has to offer, and if I find something shoe department or if I found something Super Shoe, I can always go back. I just think a simple slip-on would be best for travel. Something that's, going to be comfortable, but yet, because obviously these shoes are shot. The Under Armour shoes I have are shot. My other ones are shot. And I really don't want to take a big, bulky shoe all day long with me. We're going to be up in class doing easels and stuff, but it's not going to be a ton of super duper walking, and I don't want to have more than one pair of shoes. So that's the game plan now. Try to find the best deal on a pair of slip-on name brand shoes that are going to be comfortable even for when I come back home. Because all my kick around shoes are shit now. Every year this plaza always plants these really pretty flowers here. Very vibrant, very colorful. And it's down through all the steps as you go. We're at TJ Maxx. I figured, well, you know what? We're going to try some lower cost places and not try just shoe stores. Just looking for something. I want something that's decent, but I don't want to spend over, I really don't want to spend over $50. I don't want to spend over 100 for sure. TJ is kind of a bust. They really don't have that organized really well. They used to have it on the back wall, like Marshall's does. Now, everything's like pushed together. I really don't even see men's shoes in there. I don't think TJ Maxx likes men. What? Where you at? Freya, what are you doing? Huh? You with Daddy? What are you searching for? There's no snacks in here. That tickles. She's sniffing my ear. Yes, you are. And it also dawned on me that I meant to go to Kohl's first, and we're already beyond Kohl's. Kind of have an idea what they have in there, but so we're gonna just keep on moving because it's already like going for 115 or 12.15. I'm kind of digging this one here because of the tread, and it's a slip-on. Plus, it has a way of tightening it, but they don't have out my size. I need an 8.5. They have an 8, and then the rest are really big. With a slip-on, I don't like a bigger shoe. So they are streetwear Goodyear, the Mantello Brocken. Let's see if the other place has them. It's a slip-on. I'm not ruling that particular Sketcher out. It's not. They do have. This is gonna stop me. So they do have the slip-ons, and they have some that are a little more aggressive, and they're like $5 more. So I'm not gonna rule it out. I'm not gonna rule Super Shoe out. They got a couple in there. I mean, for getting up in the morning, getting these guys out, and of course the problem I have is right now my shoes are soaking wet from walking through the grass, even though we avoided most of it because the guy came down with the dog on the bike. But yeah, I really did not want to get into the $85 mark here on these shoes, but all my other shoes are basically shot. This thing I've learned with a slip-on shoe is over time they stretch a little bit, so they may be a little tight in the beginning, but if I go with like a size 9, they'll get really sloppy, and then I start getting you start getting blisters from your feet slipping in them. Now the ones I showed you actually had the drawstring that you could tighten up. The slip-ins don't. So you need to be pretty precise with your size on those. And I kind of like the deeper tread on the ones I showed you. So we might give them a shot, but we're gonna see if these guys don't have them, because they might. Because they actually told me, why don't you check Shoe Carnival? They may have more sizes. So I think they know they carry them. All right, I have been to 4 other stores. Wait, no, 3. Marshall's, Shoe Department, and Dick's. So far, the only one I haven't gone to is Shoe Carnival and Kohl's. I'm looking on Kohl's online. They don't carry that style. So I'm thinking Shoe Carnival is going to be the same. I'm just going to go back to Super Shoe and risk the 9s or the 8s. Yes, we're back. Back to puppy vision. Where's Mateo? There he is. All right. Well, one more other stop, then I'll go back to Super Shoe. And hopefully they didn't sell my one pair of shoes that'll fit me. Yeah, with slip-ons, you don't want to go big. So I think I'll be okay. I don't know if they were a wide width or not. If they were, that'll even make it better. Down angle. So, kind of, this is actually a really good test for me, because that way I can leave this thing set up in the rental car, because I'm not going to have a way to hook in the rental car. All right, let's go. Oh, there's going to be a basset hound freaking out. Let me go to Ultra. She doesn't see it yet. What's that? It'd be good if I unlocked the door, maybe. Keep them locked in. It started raining, but it stopped now. What? Are you hungry for McDonald's? You gotta let it cool, though. You got 2 cheeseburgers. Yes, you do. Daddy loved you. And he loved you. Where are you? You're hiding. Hey, Tail. You love cheeseburgers? You love cheeseburgers. You love cheeseburgers. Daddy loves cheeseburgers. Get my quarter pounder with cheese and then double the meat. Make it a double deluxe. But didn't pay the full price for it, so yay me. All right, Super Shoe, get these shoes and get the hell, get gas, because now I've gone over 70 miles. So I am going to top off and then head home, pay some bills, because I think the Goodyear card is due either today or tomorrow. Whoops. The Lake Coming Mall Arch. So sad. Mall is empty. I take that back. Burlington's still there. Bam Books is still there. If you have an outside entrance, you have more time, but I don't think The rest of the mall has been sold, so I don't know how that all works out. Yellow light. We're gonna stop. These super shoes got me. $75. I'd save 5%, but give them a try. I'm a little concerned about putting insoles in them though. But Terry found a pair at the thrift store. I'm just gonna use them. I'll get a poof when I'm in Wisconsin. We're just gonna get gas and go home. It keeps looking up here like, I want my cheeseburger. Do you want a cheeseburger, Priya? She's like, I'm ignoring you, you're an ass. Traffic on the bridge today, gee whiz. Alright, filled up with fuel, heading home. I'm gonna try to play around raindrops to get the car emptied out later on. Bring everything out of it, just so I don't have any personal belongings while it sits there at the airport. I mean, that's just a smart thing for me to do. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the whole hooking this thing up either. Well, that's 2 double cheeseburgers that have been devoured. Jesus, guys. You know, a chance to film it. Trying to throw stuff away and turn around, their both bowls are empty already. Alright, now it's time for Daddy to have his and then pack. Alrighty, got the bag packed with clothes. It's quite full. Terry wants me to stick a pair of jeans in here yet. I don't know how that's even going to be possible. And I'm taking this little bag to take to work, to take to training. So I have stuff with me. It's a nice little, one of those little collapsible Under Armour knapsacks type things. Got a spare bag for dirty laundry, socks and underwear. Hyperdrive is loaded, sunglass case. I gotta put sunglasses in there. Glasses. All my shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, all that good stuff is in over here. ShiftCam should be able to squeeze in, I think, over here and zip up. I still need to get cables and whatnot around. I made myself a little bit of a list somewhere here. So I do have a list here of things. I'm checking things off as I go, so now I can check off some other things. But I need the Mac adapter. I need, you know, USB-C cables, lightning cable, ShiftCam, all that good stuff, Rode mics. Oh, it's a lot. Even though I'm sitting there going, oh, I'm not going to take that much. Can't believe how full just clothing got. Someone told me to roll my clothing, and I kind of laid in flat. I did not do that, so I don't know. I might have to redo things. I did change the case on the phone after today's incident. Yeah, so unfortunately the Apple clear case is pretty solid and slippery, which was my concern. But that's the first time I've had that many issues, and it actually unplugged the microphones at the park, and I wasn't running mics. Thank God it wasn't super windy, and I mean everything was on and working, but of course I just forgot to turn on the mic again and had to delete a clip and start over. Alright, so Razer is charging. This guy will charge overnight. I think I'm going to call it a day. I already got like a 26-minute video, so I hope you enjoyed today's little run around trying to find shoes. They do fit pretty good. My toes are right there. Like I said, once they stretch a little bit, I'll be able to get insoles in them. But the big thing was the fact that they have these little drawstring downs was my one big thing. And the other was the fact that that is a serious amount of traction. So, oops, I didn't take that sticker off. So I'm running stickered Goodyears, because they are the Sketcher Goodyears. So these are not like the slip-ons. They are slip-ons, but they're not the, well, they basically do anyway. Yeah, you don't even need a hand. So, and they fit me good. Didn't want to get them too big. I didn't want to get them too small either, though, because unfortunately I get ingrown toenails really easy. Baby girl here has not been feeling the best. Why are you? There you go. She just like literally ran off the couch. So I think giving her a cheeseburger was a mistake. So I think we're just gonna have to stop with human food altogether, which is really gonna upset her. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on travel day. I haven't cleaned the car out yet because it's been raining ever since we got home. I didn't do that yet. Try to get the dash mount at least up long enough to get out there, and then if it falls off, try to put it back up when I get back. But I will see you in the morning for sure. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.